It's Christmas time here at Optimal Play, and you know what that means.
Existential dread.
That's right, and that's perfect, because today we are giving our viewers the top thing on their wish list. The gang is back together for more of Arkham Horror, the card game. So, my name is Brandon. This campaign, I'll be playing the role of Ursula, the Explorer. It's on me to dodge between enemies and pick up all the clues. Scott, who are you playing?
I'll be playing Jenny Barnes, the Dilettante. That was a terrible Mid-Atlantic accent, I apologize. But she is a rogue, and she'll be evading and backstabbing monsters.
I'm Annie, and I'm going to be playing Zoe, and Zoe is the chef, and she's a badass who's going to stab and shoot and defend everyone.
She better. I need protection. So if you're ready for a break from the horrors of your family asking you when you're going to finally have kids, join us to explore the horrors of a ritualistic experiment gone awry in the Dunwich Legacy campaign. You guys ready?
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
And what's your favorite part of this campaign?
I don't know.
There's a reason she was not ready for that. Scott and Ann have not played this campaign before.
Thank you for that. That's a nice setup.
I started my drinking early today, Brandon.
So, all of us, the viewers and myself, are going to get to enjoy watching these two get blindsided by the twists and turns of this campaign for the first time.
Great.
Also, by the way, you can see our full decks that we've each built on ArkhamDB via the links in the YouTube description. And if you want to make sure to see our whole campaign, we're going to play through all 8 scenarios, hopefully. Then hit the subscribe button while you're there. So right before we started, I handed you an empty sleeve. That is because, in addition to the 32 cards already in your deck, we're each going to get a basic weakness. So let's see what we get. We're going to fan these all out for you, Anne. Would you do the honors? And you...
This one. All right. Indebted. Permanent. You start each game with 2 fewer resources.
Right, so actually don't shuffle that into your deck. Leave it on the table. You're just going to start every game with 3 resources.
Aww.
Yeah.
Starting rough here.
But you know, it means less surprises in your deck. It means
That is true.
Less unpleasant surprises. So I'm actually kind of a fan of that one. Scott, what you got?
She went left. I am going to go right. I'm going to take this one, which is... I have Drawing the Sign packed. It's madness. Put Drawing the Sign into play in your threat area. And my maximum hand size is reduced by 5 while checking your hand size during the upkeep phase.
All right.
But it's not permanent. So.
Want to help me with these?
Yes. I'm going to put all the bad ones.
Oh, good.
Right at the front to screw us
All
all.
right. I'm feeling lucky. I am Haunted.
Okay.
So when I draw this from my deck, it's going to subtract 1 from each of my skills until I get rid of it with a couple actions.
Merp.
Okay. So Scott, you and I can sleeve these up and shuffle them in.
Okay.
And we're ready to go. That'll be there the whole campaign, so get used to it. Alright, you may have noticed that we don't have a scenario set up yet, and there's a reason for that. You guys have a decision to make before we even know where we're going first. So let's dive into the prologue. Dr. Henry Armitage pours himself a glass of Pinot and sits down at his desk, gesturing for you to sit across from him. I apologize for the short notice, he begins. His face is pale, his forehead sweaty and wrinkled with worry. Armitage, the head librarian at Miskatonic University and a former mentor of yours, privately contacted you in the hopes of gaining your assistance. Eager to help, you made your way to his home in Southside. Upon entering, you were surprised to find his home in disarray. Books and notes litter his desk, and an empty bottle of wine is tipped over onto the ground by the fireplace. You'd always known Armitage to be neat and well organized. The elderly man takes a moment to collect his thoughts. I'm looking for 2 of my colleagues, Dr. Francis Morgan, Professor of Archaeology, and Warren Rice, Professor of Languages. Warren was supposed to meet up with me over supper earlier today to discuss several important findings, but he has since gone missing. At first I thought nothing of it, but I have a nagging feeling something else is going on. A very familiar feeling. You've never seen Armitage quite this worried before. His hands tremble as he reaches for the glass on his desk, and he sips from it nervously. I tried to find Francis, hoping he knew where Warren was, but he too is out of touch. Francis has been spending a lot of time in some gambling den, or so I'm told. I sent for you because I'm worried Warren might be in trouble. I would appreciate it greatly if you could find him for me. You may also wish to ask Francis for help, if you can reach him. So now the investigators must decide. You're going to choose one of the following. First choice is, Professor Warren Rice was last seen working late at night in the Humanities Department of Miskatonic University. Let's search for him there. Or Dr. Francis Morgan was last seen gambling at the Clover Club, an upscale speakeasy and gambling joint located downtown. Let's go talk to him. Who are we going to go look for?
I feel like if we go to a basement, bad things are going to happen.
But Miskatonic University is where they do experiments, I believe.
It's probably a safe bet that bad things are going to happen no matter, no matter what we do.
No, didn't say.
What were their professions? Archaeology and...
Dr. Francis Morgan is a professor of archaeology. He's the one at the speakeasy, and Warren Rice is a professor of languages. He's the one at the university.
I feel like the club will require more fighting, which is for you.
Yeah, thank you.
And the other one, the university will require more knowledge, which is for you. And I'm kind of in the middle. I vote university.
I'm going to recuse myself.
I'll go university. I do think that in the basement there's going to be lots of scary things. So let's go to the basement and see some lots of scary things. But I have to fight.
All right, we're heading to the university?
Yes.
So we're going to take a quick break and set up the scenario extracurricular activity. All right. Okay. All right, we're set up. Welcome to Miskatonic University. Dr. Armitage is worried his colleague, Professor Warren Rice, might be in trouble, so he's asked for your help in finding his friend. He seems unreasonably nervous about his colleague's disappearance, considering Professor Rice has only been missing for a matter of hours. All right, we have started in the Miskatonic Quad, which we'll flip over now. It tells us, a too early winter has stripped the trees bare. Their dead branches whistle as a sharp, cold wind cuts across the empty quad. Surrounded by fences and gates of wrought iron, you can't help but feel as much a prisoner here as a guest. And it has an action where we can resign. It says, we can't find Rice anywhere, so you leave the campus hoping Armitage will forgive you. So, anytime you feel like our work here is done, just head back to the quad.
Let's go.
Anne, would you pick up the Quiet Halls agenda and read it to us?
Sure thing. Quiet halls. You have arrived at the Miskatonic University campus in search of Professor Warren Rice. Classes are over, and a mysterious silence hangs in the air over the quad.
Ooh. Scott, you got the act.
After hours? Okay. Act 1A. After hours. Professor Rice was last seen several hours ago by one of Armitage's students in the Humanities building.
All right, we start with our turns. We need 9 clues, 3 per player, to advance the act. What do we want to do?
Well, I feel like the obvious thing would be to...
Actually, one thing. The first thing, we need to pick a lead investigator. Who wants to step up?
No.
No.
I was the investigator last time. I feel like that duty can go to other people.
It changes every scenario.
Just saying.
I think Zoe's leading the way then.
Ah, fudge. All right. First I thought it was a basement, and now you're putting me in charge. This is a problem.
I mean, I'm sure we can find you a nice basement
I
if
don't
that's
want
what
to
you
go in a
want.
basement. I thought the archaeology department would be in a basement.
But we're going to the Humanities
I
department.
know. Just saying. All right.
We're off to a good start here.
Good start. All right.
All right, you don't have to go first.
Okay.
You're just the lead investigator, which
Okay.
might matter sometimes.
At some point. Got it.
Well, one of us should
Mhm.
probably go to the Humanities department. If not all of us.
True, that is where he was last heard from.
It's where they want us to go.
Do we think it'll be more investigative or more ambush? Because if it's investigative, you should go.
Well, why don't I go first and I'll just do a setup turn.
Okay.
So I actually have an emergency cache, so I'll gain 3 resources. Another emergency cache, it was a good opening hand. I'll gain another 3 resources. And I will spend 4 resources to invite Dr. Milan Christopher along. He's the professor of entomology here, and so it's actually fitting to find him here at the university. That's it for me.
I will go next then, and I will spend some actions to play a card. I'll spend a resource to play Fire Axe.
Okay.
So I have a weapon now. So I'm going to go to the Humanities building, which says... Professor Rice was last seen in the Humanities building teaching one of his Latin classes. The murky windows of the weather-worn structure emit no light, and the night is silent around you. So for this location, it says forced. At the end of your turn, if you're in the humanities building, discard the top number of cards on your deck where X is the amount of horror on me, which so far so good.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like 6 clues go on this location.
Yeah, Shroud 3. Okay. Not unreasonable. Pile those on. You still have one action?
Yes, I will investigate, since I'm here.
Why not? First bag draw of the game.
Okay.
Your intellect of 3 minus 3. Not gonna get you there.
Alright, I believe I'm done.
Okay. That leaves you, Anne.
Okay, so I lost 2 resources because I'm indebted.
Mhm.
So I think my first 2 will be to gain back those.
Sounds solid.
Thank you. All right, I think now that I have more resources, I'm going to play my 45 automatic. And so that costs 4, and I get 4 ammo. So can I trade you these 4 for 4 ammo?
Give those.
Thank
Give
you.
those.
Alright, next is the enemy phase. Luckily it's all quiet in the Miskatonic Quad and Humanities Building. And upkeep, so that is where everyone draws 1 card, gains 1 resource.
Ooh.
Did you find a weakness?
Found my weakness.
Uh-oh, what'd you get?
Attach searching for Izzy to the location furthest from me. So I have to go find Izzy, I guess.
You do, yeah. Jenny
Which
is...
one is the furthest away from here?
pretty much you have your choice of this bottom row. They're all 2 moves from you.
Okay, and I guess I'll put it in the... Izzy, I guess, will be hanging out in the student union then.
Okay. Okay, everyone got their card and resource?
Yes.
Do I get a new card now or no?
No, you don't.
Okay.
And now it is the start of a new round. We put our first Doom 1 out of 7 on Quiet Halls, and the lead investigator can start us off drawing a card from the encounter deck.
All right. Beyond the Veil. It's a hex. Surge. Revelation. Put Beyond the Veil into play in your threat area if there is no copy of Beyond the Veil in your threat area. Forced. If your deck has no cards in it, take 10 damage and discard Beyond the Veil.
Welcome to the Dunwich Legacy.
Okay,
So you hold on to that,
Uh-huh.
and if your deck ever runs out of cards, you just take 10 damage.
Just 10 damage.
Just 10?
Just 10, because I can do that.
Uh-huh.
Sure.
All right.
And can I get rid of it?
No. You can just do your best not to run out of cards in your deck.
Okay.
It had Surge, which actually means draw another encounter card, too.
But I don't want to.
You don't have much say in the matter.
All right. Light of Aphrodite.
Sure.
We're good with that.
Yeah.
Pact and Power. Peril. Revelation. You must attach Light of Aphrodite to either the current agenda or the current act. Limit 1 per agenda/act. Treat all damage as direct damage and all horror as direct horror.
So what do you choose? All right. Attaching it to the act.
What I'm going with.
Okay.
All right. So
how many we need?
So all damage or horror that anyone takes right now is direct, which means it must go onto ourselves instead of our cards.
Okay.
Yeah.
Visions of futures past. A hex. Test. Will. So
that was 5 difficulty. And how many did you fail by?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Wow, that seemed really painful.
That was really, really painful.
Okay, and I found, I need help already. A Yithian Observer. It's a real tough monster. And since I drew it, it's on me. Its ability is that when it attacks someone, they have to discard 1 card at random from their hand. I think I mentioned this at the start of the game. I don't have a single way to deal a point of damage in this entire deck, so I will not be killing the Observer.
Okay.
I will be asking for help.
Okay.
And it's back to our turns. So, a little help, Zoe?
All right. Well, my power is that I can engage it, so I'm going to engage it. And that's my first action, right?
Yeah, so it's a basic action to engage it. Your power is that you get a resource when you do.
Yes. And so now I'm going to engage it and fight it. All right, so now that I've engaged, I'm going to fight him. And I want to put down unexpected courage, which gives me an additional 2, like miscellaneous
Wild. Yeah.
fight, rah. And then with my gun, that's another one. So 2, 3, and then my original 4 makes it 7 versus 4.
Pretty good odds.
Pretty good odds, maybe.
I know, famous last words. Sorry.
I would shuffle that. No, you already drew. You already drew.
0.
Oh, nice.
Yay!
And make sure to remove an ammo from your gun because you fired it, but 2 damage for the monster.
Boom.
And you have 1 action.
Right over here. And I would like to do that again. Overpower, which gives me another 2 fight. And if I am successful, I get to draw 1 card.
You do.
So let's try this again. 0.
Oh, wow.
Yay! I used these for no reason, but such is life.
Yeah, it happens. You use them to be sure that you're going to save my life.
I did
And
say
that is a reason all to its own.
So that's... Oh, and I get to draw a card.
You do.
And I think that's the end of my turn.
Don't forget to discard an ammo from your gun.
Oh,
Because you
again,
fired it again. And the Athenian Observer has Victory 1 on it, which means instead of going to the discard pile, it goes to our victory display, and we get an experience point at the end of the scenario because you beat one of the tough ones.
Nice.
And then I flip my person over, right?
Yeah.
I'll let you go next. Well, I'm
That is very generous of you.
moping over my 5 discards over here.
Sure. I'm gonna help try to get all those clues off the humanities building while I also don't have any horror on me, so it won't discard my cards. First, I'll play a magnifying glass for 1 resource. It is fast, so it's actually not even my first action, and it says I get +1 intellect while investigating. I'll move up to the humanities building. Ursula's power says that after I move to a location, I get to take an investigate action for free.
Oh, nice.
So I get a freebie investigate right now, testing 6 versus a difficulty of 3, +1.
Yay.
And Milan Christopher says that after I successfully investigate, I gain 1 resource. So I'm getting rich, y'all.
Yo!
1 clue. I'm going to do it again as my second action. A -4. What did I say I was testing? 6 versus 3. I fail with that -4. 1 more try. 0 will do it. Okay, I'll get another clue and another resource.
Does your magnifying glass stay up for the whole round, or is it just there until it's not?
It's an asset. It stays in play as long as I want it to.
Nice.
A lens into a world unseen can reveal things you wish it hadn't, though.
Yay.
That yay seemed wildly inappropriate for that ominous flavor text. Alright, I'm finished. Jenny.
From the box.
Jenny. I guess Jenny will investigate and hope she doesn't roll -3s again.
Yeah, is there anything you can do first to make it more worth your while?
Nothing.
Maybe you want to just go exploring then. Your odds of succeeding and investigating here are like 10% if you're testing it without any advantage.
So how many clues do we need again?
9.
Okay.
So you could try to find a place with lower shroud, or you could spend your time gaining... By the way, did you gain an extra resource because you're Jenny? I think you
I
should
did
have
not.
1 more. Yeah, you get 2 every single round. When we all gain 1, you get 2.
Okay. I could either go to the old library or head down towards Missing Izzy. Wait, can I go? I can't go to the library. Maybe I'll just go next door.
Yeah, going to Orne Library?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go next door.
Alright, what do you see there?
Alright, at the Orne Library. 3 floors of weathered gray granite. The library looks more like a reliquary than a place of learning. Stone gargoyles snarl down from above arched windows, and Latin script winds around the double doors at the top of a wide set of stone stairs. Another 3 shroud. You must spend 1 additional action to investigate the Orne Library. Maybe I'll move again.
Okay.
1, 2.
Alright. Searching for Izzy eventually, huh? At Student Union?
Yeah. Alright, this time we're at the Student Union. Even at this late hour, you can hear muffled chatter from inside the Student Union. Perhaps one of the students will know where Professor Rice is. A 1 shroud.
Yay.
Yes.
Ooh, alright.
Forced. After the Student Union is revealed, put the set-aside dormitories into play. Also, you can heal 1 damage and 1 horror here for 2 actions.
Oh, not bad. The dormitories are down here next to the student union. The dormitories, though, the dormitories say the door leading into the dormitories is locked. You cannot move into the dormitories.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, so maybe we'll come back to that later. Enemy phase, Zoe blasted the Yithian to smithereens, so I think we're safe and everyone can draw a card, gain a resource.
And you get 2.
Okay, top of a new round. We're adding a second Doom to Quiet Halls. And you're leading the way on the encounter deck every single time.
Beyond the Veil, which I already have. So it says, put Beyond the Veil into play in your failure if you don't have one. But I do have one, so...
Then go ahead and discard it, but because it had Surge, you do draw another card.
Fudge! Whippoorwill. Aloof. Hunter. Creature. Each investigator at Whippoorwill's location gets -1 brain, -1 book, -1 fight, -1 flee.
Wow.
Agility. It is vowed that the birds are psychopomps lying in wait for the soul of the dying. H.P. Lovecraft.
I learned what a psychopomp was from Sabrina recently too, so...
Oh yeah, I was like, I don't know what a psychopomp is. So I have to put this on a location.
You have to put it on your location unless
On
it says
my
otherwise.
location.
Yeah.
No.
Is she automatically engaged with it?
Normally yes, but it's aloof. So it just
Oh.
hangs out at the location, and anyone who's in the quad is going to get -1 to all skills until someone kills it.
I'll kill it.
That sounds good to me. Scott, you're up.
Alright, I will go with Terror from Beyond. Another hex. Choose one of the following. It's a peril card.
Oh yeah.
Choose one of the following card types. Asset, event, or skill.
Mhm.
Each player must discard each card in his or her hand that is of the chosen card type. If this is not the first copy of Terror from Beyond drawn this phase, choose 2 card types instead.
It is the first copy, thankfully, and it's peril, which means that Anne and I cannot advise you which we hope you pick. You've got to pick which, whether we all discard all of our assets, events, or skills.
Selfishly, I'm going to go event.
Okay. I lose a card, but I can live with it. What?
I lose 3 events.
Ow.
Ooh, I'm sorry.
That's real bad.
I
And they were really good.
I only lost 1 event.
Should have picked
That's
skills.
a bummer. I found a locked door. Attached to the location with the most clues that doesn't already have a locked door. The attached location cannot be investigated until someone comes and tests 4 combat to break down the door or 4 agility to pick the locks. So, annoyingly, I can't keep investigating the humanities building. Okay, I have decent agility, but not a lot of ability to get it to where I'm likely to pass. You know what, let me go first and see if I can just bust down the locked door. And then if not, maybe someone needs to come help. Okay, so I'm going to take the test on the locked door. I'm testing 4 agility to pick the locks. I'm going to play Eureka as a skill, putting me up to 5. So I'm only at +1, but I'm going to take a wild shot at it. -1, I did it.
Yay!
Great. Okay, the locked door is gone. Thank you. Second action, I'm going to just keep on investigating.
How many do we need again?
We need 9 total, and I think between us we have just my 2.
Yes.
Alright, I'll try to improve that. I'm up by 3. Yes, with my cards, I'm at +3, and I pulled a skull. It says, -1 if you fail, discard the top 3 cards of your deck. I didn't fail, I'll take the clue. And a resource, thank you, Milan Christopher. I'm extremely wealthy. I need some more expensive cards, apparently. I'm sitting here on 11 resources. I am going to investigate one more time. -4 fails. That one likes me. Okay, that's it for my turn.
I'll let you go next if you want to battle the whippoorwills, or you don't have to. I'll let you make that choice.
Well, if I don't engage it, what happens?
So it's a hunter, which means if you leave, it's going to start chasing us around.
Mm-hmm.
But it's never going to hurt us. It just lowers all of our stats whenever we're at its location. That's kind of the badness that brings.
But it's not going to hurt me.
It's not going to hurt you.
But
'Cause I feel-
it's pretty low. You may not have to boost for it.
That's true. I just feel really undercarded because I lost 3 events and I don't have a lot of resources, so I'm kind of a little...
If you were to engage it, you would get a resource in that process.
That's true. And it's just 1?
Yeah, 2 combat, 1 hit point means you could probably not even waste a bullet. Just punch the bird in the face and it'd be done for.
Alright, I guess I'll give it I'll try.
Okay.
Fight it my first round, and then I'm going to spend, I think, my other 2.
Yeah, so your first action will be engage it. You have to.
Oh, I have to engage it, so it takes 2 to fight it.
That's right.
So here's your engagement.
All right.
Okay, and you're a resource since you're Zoe.
Yay. The skull, which means minus.
-1.
And so I win.
Yeah, you punch the bird in the face.
Boom. I did.
Do you get anything for it?
You don't get
No.
prizes in this game.
I want
Sometimes.
And then that means I have 1 left, so
Yeah.
I'm going to draw an additional card, I
Okay.
think.
Replace the damage that Scott did to your hand.
Yeah, the brutal damage. I had some
I
wonderful
didn't
cards.
know. I just knew I had 1 event. Well, I was gonna investigate anyway, but I'm gonna spend 2 of the actions to try and discard Izzy here.
Okay.
Good shake. Good shake.
It's the key to success.
All right. This one feels good. 0.
Yeah.
All right, the search for Izzy.
Discard.
Yeah, it's gone. You haven't found Izzy by any means,
Well,
but
that's fine.
You gave up looking.
you gave out. You successfully.
You successfully gave up looking.
Exactly.
All right, 1 more.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna investigate for 1 clue, and again, it's 3. And this time it is -1.
Okay. Take a
Okay,
clue.
get a clue.
Yay!
That puts us as a group at 4.
4.
4 clues. Okay. So enemy phase. You've been fighting fighting everything as fast as it appears.
Fight.
Very nice. So yes, draw a card, gain a resource, and it's the top of a new round. So we have 3 doom on Quiet Halls now. It's that time, man. Encounter card.
Okay. Seriously? It's another Beyond the Veil.
Okay. It's a lot better for you to draw and discard them than for
Yeah.
each of us to get one.
But the
so
fact that I keep getting them is kind of ridiculous.
it's good luck, really.
Super. That's not super. Yithian Observer. Prey. Fuse cards in hand. Forced. When Yithian Observer attacks you, discard 1 card at random from your hand. If you cannot, they deal 1 damage and horror from this attack.
This one's actually just like our buddy from last time.
Yep.
Ancient Evils. It's an omen this time, no more hexes. Aw, hold on, wait a minute. Place 1 doom on the current agenda. This effect can cause the current agenda to advance. Dark forces stir against you. If you do not act quickly, a sinister plot will be fulfilled. So,
Yep.
1 more doom.
Okay. All right. We are hitting all the hard enemies. Wizard of Yog-Sothoth. He's a humanoid sorcerer, a hunter, and says forced. When the engaged investigator draws a hex or pact card, Wizard of Yog-Sothoth attacks that investigator. So you've gotten a lot of hexes, right? It's like most of the deck causes this to do an extra attack.
So I have to beat mine first, and then I have to come for yours.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna just need to do my best to evade it this
Run away.
round. Yeah. Why don't I go first and do that?
Okay.
So the wizard has 3 evade to my 4 agility. I like those odds okay. +1, I evade it. Okay, so now I'm gonna get the hell out of here. I'll go to the Orn Library. Because I moved, I get a free investigate, although the library says I have to spend an extra action. So I'm like getting my freebie plus using my last one for this investigate. And I'm up by 3 as usual against these 3 shroud locations. Cultist, that's a first. -1, -3 instead if there are 10 or more cards in your discard pile. I'm getting there, but okay, I'm just at 4.
Yay!
So -1 means I succeed, and thank you, Milan Christopher. I'll get a resource when I do. That's it for me.
Okay, so I have to fight this monster.
Yeah, you've still got bullets.
Still have bullets. I don't have anything that can help me off the top. 5 to 4.
5 to 4.
5 to 4 with my bullet. My first action. Skull.
-1.
So that's 3 to 4.
You didn't use your gun?
Oh, I did.
Well,
Tie.
Yeah,
then I get it.
So you hit.
All right, boom.
2 damage.
Thank you. And that goes
don't
back
hand
back.
me
Don't hand me that.
I don't want the skull.
All right, let's do it again. 0. Yay!
Nailed it.
Boom, boom, he's dead.
And that's another victory point. So good start
That
to our
goes over
campaign. Yeah, we're gonna hopefully get a lot of experience from this.
Yay. And I have one more
You do?
action. In which case I want to play my... Should I play my beat cop?
I don't see why not.
Let's play my beat cop, so
Cool.
I have him for laters. I get +1 fight, and I can discard beat cop, deal 1 damage to an enemy at my location.
Oh, nice.
So if I just get rid of him, that can kill a monster?
It would do 1 damage, but if you're in a situation where we need 1 damage,
Yeah. Which,
it can be worth it.
Yeah, that's good.
Very cool.
Yay.
Nice, good turn. That leaves Jenny.
What does Jenny want to do? Well, Jenny will play her twin 45s, which are hers. So
That's right. So,
it says X ammo, but I don't know how much ammo she gets for that.
it depends on how much you pay for it. It costs X. That means pay any amount you want and get that much ammo. You've got a lot of resources.
I do have a lot of resources. How's my deck? I'll start with the standard 4.
Okay.
Maybe I will attempt to investigate.
Yeah, you had good luck here before. No one shakes the bag like Scott shakes it.
Gotta get that -3 out of my system. No, that doesn't feel good. This one feels better.
Let's see it.
Oh no!
Wow, you know you invited that upon yourself with that whole act. The
You know what? I'm
-3.
doing it again. I'm doing it again. That's it.
Okay.
Alright. This one. -1.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Alright.
Take that clue.
Take a clue. So now we're up to 6.
Yeah.
So he stands back up
Yes.
for his enemy phase, but
And
doesn't
then-
do anything, right?
That's exactly right. So upkeep, draw a card, gain a resource. Top of a new round. We're at 5 out of 7 Doom on the agenda, so
We gotta.
we gotta get some of those clues.
We need 3 more clues?
We need 3 more clues. I'm gonna keep working on the Orn Library. It's tricky because it takes that extra action.
I mean, if I can go first next time, I can go up and defeat him, and then maybe you can move back over and it's easier.
That'd be nice. And the other route is maybe Jenny can keep exploring and find more clues down there too.
Yeah.
Well, if I got it the first time, that was my goal.
So I go first on this.
You do?
I was gonna say, if it's another freaking Beyond the Veil. Arcane Barrier.
Ooh.
Hex. Attached to my location. As an additional cost to move into or out of my attached location, test for brain. If successful, discard Arcane Barrier. Otherwise, you must either cancel the effect of the move or discard the top 5 of my deck.
Yep. There's a barrier on the quad, and to get in or out, it either costs you a successful willpower test or 5 cards from your deck.
And fun fact, I'm not smart enough to beat it because I have 4 and not 5.
Oh man, you two are stuck.
Well, it's a willpower test of 4, so you've got a chance at it.
I thought it was
Yeah.
a test of 5.
Oh,
Cut
she's got goodwill.
Okay, well.
Okay, well.
Yeah, that one's pretty tricky.
I have some cards that might help me.
Okay.
Alright, so I will go next. Locked door. Attach the location with the most clues. That doesn't have one, so that goes up here again.
So many locked doors of that
So,
humanities
what does
building.
that do again? Cannot be investigated. Okay, so we're going there anyway, though. So.
Or we,
Yeah, maybe not. Maybe we don't want those clues.
maybe we just go, down.
Maybe we explore.
Let's see how it goes.
Because he'll stalk us, but if no one's in here, that gives us another round.
Okay, I still have an encounter card. Eager for death. If they can catch the fleeing soul when it leaves the body, they instantly flutter away chittering in demonic laughter. I love the art on this card. It is whippoorwills just like lined up in the trees,
Oh, that's fun.
staring you down. Test Willpower 2. Increase the skill test difficulty by 1 for each damage on you. If you fail, take 2 horror. I have no damage, so it's just 2. Alright, I'm at +1. I'm feeling good. -4. Shouldn't have felt good. I have no choice but to take the 2 horror then. And it's our turn.
Alright. I think I want to go first.
Please.
I'm going to explore. Let's see what it is left. We have the science building and the administration building.
Yeah, they're not connected to each other. You gotta go through the quad.
Oh.
Yeah.
Which I haven't unlocked yet. So
and
maybe I should go first.
And I can't go to the dorm because it's locked. So maybe I will not go first.
Or wait,
Good talk.
can someone else coming in defeat this card if they have more brain power than me?
You
Sure.
have the most willpower, actually.
I have the most willpower.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do have...
Let me see.
I can gain 1 as well.
I have some tricks that could help make me pretty likely to succeed at that. It would mean leaving the library instead of just focusing on the library.
I should go because I have a +1 willpower,
Okay.
so I can get 5 to 4. I feel like I can.
Yeah.
Okay.
So pick a
I'm
location.
going to go. I can't read this upside down.
You've got the science building and the administration
I'm
building.
gonna go to the science building So I have to test willpower for 4. I'm going to play second wind for the icon of 1 willpower to help me fight that.
Cool.
So let's give this a try. No, they all feel bad. This one. -2.
Just
I
short.
lose. So I'm going to try again.
Well, so you have 2 options when you fail.
Mm-hmm.
You can either cancel the move, or you can discard the top 5 cards of your deck to proceed with the move.
How about we cancel the move?
Yeah, I think that's probably a better idea because I
Okay.
have this beyond the veil thing.
You are the one who is, staring
Alright.
staring down the veil.
So can I try again?
Sure.
So I'll try again, but I don't have another one, so that would mean I need 0. All
Okay.
right, so I guess maybe I'm going to take 1 card and one resource for my last 2 moves.
Okay, Scott, do you have a plan?
I don't have goodwill and I don't have anything to boost it. So I don't have a plan currently. I was kind of hoping she would unlock that.
I was
Yeah,
hoping
unlock
to.
that barrier.
That is really the most unfortunate place to have that because it's in the center of our entire map.
Yeah.
Okay, why don't I just come deal with it?
Unless you just want to investigate.
I will give it the old college try. I'll go next. I'll play Tooth of Estley. Mortal Reminder. It's an accessory that gives me +1 willpower and +1 agility while resolving abilities on treachery cards, which that one is.
Okay.
And after I succeeded a skill test while resolving an ability on treachery card, I get to exhaust this to draw a card.
Okay.
So that was my first action. Next, I'll move. Attempting to move through the arcane barrier, so I'm going to test my 4 willpower, and I will throw in Dr. Elliot Horowitz for an icon. Oh, yeah, it was
Yeah,
4.
that's 4, okay.
It's 4 including that. So I'm at 5 versus 4. Hopefully this goes better for me than you. The cultist is -1 unless I have 10 cards in my discard pile, which I don't. Okay, great. I cleared the barrier.
There we go.
And for passing that test, my Tooth of Estley lets me draw a card. And now I'm in the quad where I don't have really any interest in being, because there's no clues here. So why don't I head to one of these southern locations?
Yep.
Look for some clues. I'm going to check out the administration building. Around the aged administration building, creepers of ivy climb from the ground in an effort to claim it. The old hall stands alone in an isolated section of the campus, apart from the day-to-day bustle of students. After administration building is revealed, put the set-aside faculty offices into play. Here we go. And force at the end of your turn, if you are in the administration building, discard the top card of your deck, which is a little bit of a bummer. And it's got 4 shroud and 3 clues on it, so
If
I
we
can
clear
hopefully
that
get some of
level,
these.
we can finish this round.
Yes, that's right. And I do get a free investigation for going there.
Do you want to attempt it?
Sure, why not? Testing 6 versus 4. That's pretty good. -2. Perfect. On the
Yeah.
nose. Get that clue and a resource. And that is it for my turn. We are 2 clues away from moving on with the act.
Okay. Then I will take a 2 move turn and go to the science building.
Sure, what do we got there?
So the science building says, the science building dominates the eastern side of the campus. Its windows are dark, save for a lone window shining faintly in the corner of the basement. There's your basement.
The basement!
We found it!
Yes!
All right. So, forced. After science building is revealed, put the set-aside alchemy labs into play.
Oh yeah, here they are.
Ooh. When you fail a will test in the science building, you take 1 damage. And for some flavor, a trail of viscous ooze snakes through the halls of the science building's first floor, leading down into the basement. 2 shroud and I believe 3 clues.
That's right. Okay, another pretty low shroud spot.
So, since we're low shrouding, I might investigate.
Yeah!
So it's 3 versus 2?
Mm-hmm.
Cultist.
-1, unless there's at least 10 cards in your discard pile.
6, 7, 8!
You're getting close, but you pass. Nice.
Right.
And that's it for you, right?
Yes.
We are 1 clue shy.
Alright.
Okay, we can get this next time.
Yes, we can.
Alright, so enemy phase, the monster will go.
Yeah, so the wizard is going to hunt Zoe, since you're the closest. Moves into your location. It engages you right now,
Okay.
which means you get a resource, because you're Zoe.
Yeah. 1 damage to horror. That's a lot of horror.
Yeah, yep, so upkeep, card, and resource. Okay, we're at 6 out of 7 Doom on Quiet Halls.
But we can get it this round.
Yeah,
We
let's
just
get-
need one.
All we need is one clue. Yeah, let's get this show on the road. But
I have to do this first. Offer of power, a pact, peril. Revelation, you must either choose one. Draw 2 cards and place 2 doom on the current agenda. This effect can... Oh. This effect can cause the current agenda to advance, which it would, or I have to take 2 horror.
What's your decision? Are you taking the pact?
I don't want to advance the agenda. I want us to beat the agenda. So I'm going to take the horror because I don't want to advance the agenda.
You're a beautiful person and a team player.
2 horror for you.
Okay, so you're at 4 out of 6. We gotta
Yeah, I know.
be careful.
Well, now that you've made your choice, I can help you deal some horror.
Yay!
Good news.
Alright. Oh, I got the Whippoorwill.
Mm.
So he goes on to the science building, and that's -1 for all the abilities.
Terror from Beyond. It's another peril. Oh yeah, this is our friend. Choose one of the card types. We're all going to discard that type. I think I'm gonna have to choose skill. Good choice. I discard nothing to
I
that.
discard nothing.
Nice. Discard 2.
Okay.
That's okay, though. 2 is better than more than 2.
Yeah.
2 discards from our entire team.
That's
Like,
pretty good.
not that much damage. So that monster is definitely the biggest problem.
But-
So the only way that I could really help with your monster would be to move to you, engage it, and evade it, which is a lot of actions just to buy a little time.
I mean, I can fight it. Like I
Yeah.
have the ability. I have that.
So
And I have my beat cop, which has 2 horror. So I have, in essence, I can gain 4 more horror.
well, right now all damage and horror is direct as long as this is in play. So
I would say
so if that hits
you
you,
should get the clue. That way this goes away.
if that hits you one time, you would be out. So
So you should probably get the
Okay.
clue and make that go away.
let's go for that. All right, I'm gonna investigate. I'm at 6 versus 4. I feel good about that. -1. Okay, I take a clue. Take a resource from Milan.
So this goes away?
Well, so yes, if we're spending our 9 clues to advance the act,
Yeah.
then
Do we need to be together?
No.
Oh, then now I'm
Yeah,
spending.
everyone throw in your clues. We got exactly the right amount. The head janitor. You were unable to find Professor Rice, but one of the students you spoke with mentioned a strange man entering Rice's office. Unfortunately, the door leading to the faculty offices is locked at this late hour, as we've encountered. The student said that the head janitor, Jazz, might be able to let you in if you can find him. We shuffle the encounter discard pile and Jazz Mulligan, who is this guy, into the encounter deck. While I shuffle this, Scott, would you read us the next act?
Act 2A, Rice's whereabouts. Concerned for Professor Rice's safety, you seek out the head janitor who can let you into the locked sections of the campus. Action, spend 1 clue in order to discard the top 5 cards of the encounter deck. And forced, if you discard Jazz Mulligan for any reason, resolve his revelation effect. And then when you take control of Jazz Mulligan, advance.
Okay, so we're looking for the janitor, because he's got the keys.
Okay.
He's somewhere in this deck.
Okay.
We can just hang out until we hopefully draw him normally. That might happen, but every clue we spend...
So what do you have left? You have an action.
I have 2 actions left.
Oh, then you should investigate, sir.
Yeah, it's either that or... So between the 2 of you, someone's going to deal with the Wizard of Yog-Sothoth. Yeah, you've got guns. Oh yeah, you can go. Why don't I start then with investigating one more time at the admin building. I 0, I pass.
Nice.
I'll get this clue, and then yeah, I have 1 action left, so,
So
I'll spend it to discard the top 5 cards of the encounter deck. No sign of the janitor yet.
Okay.
Okay.
I swear he's heavier than the other cards, by the way. He's almost guaranteed he's at the bottom
He's
of
at
that
the
deck.
bottom. So for his healing of the horrors,
Mhm.
Does that happen on my turn or his turn?
I assume he has a card that does that.
My
I
turn.
don't know exactly what he's talking about.
I have a card, and I have enough resources to do it. So
Okay.
Because if I'm feeling better, I can fight it eventually.
Sure. And you can at least, if it were to hit you, it can take out your beat cup now instead of you.
Yeah.
so let me come help you.
Okay, you want to go next?
Yeah, I'll go next. So I will move. That's action 1. I'm going to play Liquid Courage for 1 resource. And then it uses 4 supplies.
I'll help you with those.
Um,
Yep, so you can use it 4 times.
okay. And then my 3rd action will be to spend a supply. You heal a horror.
Yay!
And then you test will.
I test will?
Yeah, difficulty of 2. We'll tell you what happens if you fail. You'll be fine though.
I don't want to know. +1.
So you
Good.
heal an additional horror.
Yay!
Sweet.
And that's it.
That's it. That's
Yeah.
fantastic.
So I'm done. So now it is your turn to do as you will.
You are my hero, kind sir. Now I have to fight me some Wizard of Yog-Sothoth. Whatever his name is.
Close enough.
Oh, yes, it's fine. It's fine. It's good. All right, so right now I'm fighting 5 versus 4.
Mm-hmm.
So 5 versus 4. -1.
You hit, right?
I hit it.
Okay, 1 damage.
I have to do 3.
3 will kill it, yeah.
Okay.
I believe in you. You got 2 more actions to kill this thing.
This is really scary. I don't want to do it.
Uh-oh.
That's the automatic failure.
That is the automatic failure. Yeah.
So I get 1 damage and 2 horror, but that's gonna.
No, it doesn't have retaliate, does it?
Oh, it doesn't retaliate?
Nope.
Why do I think? I keep
know.
thinking it's gonna retaliate.
What are you doing? Are you trying one more time?
I'm gonna try one more time.
Okay. Skull says,
-1.
So I get it, right?
yeah, succeed. So here's the 2nd damage.
Yay.
So you didn't kill it. This is maybe the perfect time to discard your beat cop to do 1 final damage to it.
Oh, that's brilliant!
Right?
Die!
And it's a goner.
And we get a victory point. Don't discard it.
Oh,
Yeah.
all of
my
my victories have been really good victories.
They
Yay.
have. Yeah, and that thing was probably going to kill your beat cop anyway. So
He was
like, that
gonna
was
kill him.
that was the perfect situation for that card.
That's good.
Awesome. All right.
Fantastic.
Good turns, everyone. The enemy phase, the whippoorwills are the only enemy. They're going to hunt us. So they're moving to the Miskatonic Quad. They're aloof. They just hang out there and lower all your stats
Okay.
if you're there with them.
So he's over here now.
Mm-hmm.
But now.
Now it's the upkeep. Draw a card. Gain a resource.
Okay.
Let's find Jazz.
Okay. Well, so Mythos phase is putting the 7th Doom on Quiet Halls to start us off, right? And you want to take a look at what happens?
I read the back.
Yes, please.
The university is dead silent. The shadows coil about your feet as you walk, and you swear there's something following you with each step you take. Is it just your imagination, or is there really someone or something stalking you? Each investigator with 5 or more cards in his or her discard pile takes 1 horror. Each investigator with 10 or more cards in his or her discard pile takes 2 horror. If the
Yikes.
players have completed the House Always Wins, advance directly to Agenda 2B. If extracurricular activity is the first scenario in the campaign, advance to Agenda 2A.
Okay, so let's break that down. First, we have to take some horror.
Yep.
I have 5 cards in my discard pile, so I'm taking 1.
I have 10.
Yikes.
7, so I only take 1.
And then because extracurricular activity is the first scenario that we've done in this campaign,
We advance to Agenda 2A.
that's right, which is called Dead of Night.
Okay.
Professor Rice's disappearance isn't the only thing amiss at the university. You're unsure exactly what is going on, but you're starting to believe Armitage was right in asking for your help. Each investigator's maximum hand size is reduced by 3 while checking his or her hand size during the upkeep phase. So for now, don't have too big a hand. You'll end up having to discard down to 5.
Okay.
And 3 Doom will advance that agenda. Let's keep this moving. We need to find that janitor.
All right. Humanoid monster abomination spawn. Location with the most clues. Retaliate.
What's the title of the card?
I'm sorry, thrall. A malevolence has overtaken their minds, turning them into soulless puppets. So that goes here.
Okay.
2 and 2, that's not too bad.
Wait, why did it go there? Oh, location of the most clues.
Yeah.
Right.
Come on, Jazz. No. Well, it's a hex, but the hexer is gone.
Great.
Oh, god damn it, not again.
What'd you get?
Visions of Future Past. Test Will 5. So I think I'm going to play this one. It's called You Handle This One. It's a fast card. So play after you draw a non-peril encounter, which this is, but before resolving that card's effects. I'm going to choose Brandon. How many do you have?
Okay. I have 4 willpower with my tooth helping.
So
Yeah.
it's a 5 test.
Bring it on.
Okay. You get this.
Thanks.
Oh, and I get
Testing.
a resource.
Testing willpower 5. For each point you fail by, discard the top card of your deck. 0. I only failed by 1.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
Yeah. Okay. And my second encounter card of the round, thank you. A Light of a Forgamon. It's another copy of this pact. It has peril, so I am not interested in your input, but I need to attach it to the act or the agenda, and until it's gone, horror and damage are direct. I'm not feeling great about how quickly we're going to find the janitor, so I think I'm going to put it on the agenda. It's only 3 doom before that moves.
Okay.
All right. Okay, team. What's the plan? I guess between the fact that there's a victory point there, which I love, and it's where clues are, I'm thinking I'm just going to dart back up to the Oran Library.
Well, I was thinking you could get these 2 clues real quick. Because
I could.
it's 2 moves, you get 1, and then your last action is to get another one. And then, can anyone use the action to do this? Like do I have to spend my clues?
You have to spend your clues. Yeah.
Okay. So either way, you can't spend clues to mill the deck.
I mean, I could do it if this turn I went there, got 1 clue, because I get a free investigate. So.
Okay.
Yeah, I can do that. Okay, if that's what you think.
I just think we need to mill the deck since we only have 3 rounds to get to Jazz.
Or if something bad happens.
Yeah, if
Or
something
something
happens.
bad.
Yeah,
Or something.
there's more under that card. Okay. I'll move twice through the quad to the science building. I'll take my bonus action since I'm Ursula and investigate there. So I'm up by 4. Feeling pretty good about that -1. Gain a clue, and then for my last action, I'll spend it to search for Jazz. Nope. Yeah.
Ooh!
Alright. Jazz Mulligan, the head janitor. Revelation, put Jazz Mulligan into play at your location. So he's going to be at the science building. While Jazz Mulligan is not controlled by an investigator, he gains Parlay, test 3 intellect. If successful, take control of Jazz Mulligan. While you control Jazz Mulligan, you ignore the text on each unrevealed Miskatonic location, which essentially means if you have Jazz, those are no longer locked to you.
Oh, yay!
Yeah.
Is it
So-
for everybody or just the person who has him?
Just the person who has him.
Oh.
But once those are flipped, then hopefully that text no
Unlocks
longer
it.
is. Yeah.
Cool.
So Jazz is at the science building with me, which is actually pretty good because I'm probably the best person to parlay him because we do that with intellect. So yeah,
Is that an action?
it is an action to parlay. Yes,
Let's see.
I'm done.
What shall we do?
So it's always helpful to punch or shoot the whippoorwill for sure.
Yeah, I think that's where, like, it moves to me next round.
Well, it's
No, we
currently
don't.
on you.
Oh, it's currently on me. Sorry, I was looking at
Yeah.
that guy. Yeah, I can take care of him. It's only 1? 2.
2 difficulty. Yeah, 1 hit point.
hit. I should probably just take care of him, right?
I'll pass him over to you.
Okay.
Here's this.
You're so helpful.
So
when it comes to giving other people enemies, just call on Scott.
We've got our tank over here, and she's been tanking, so I think she could even win without having to drop a card.
I can't put a card down first, or
Like you could have done it before engaging it,
oh, okay,
Yeah.
but now I've engaged.
because it was an action to engage it.
God.
Well, I mean,
Although,
Scott told you you engaged it.
I'm sorry.
Let's go back. Let's go
I
back.
thought she was.
I'm going to, but let's go back. Okay, so I'm gonna go next. I want to mess around down here first. Just do that.
Phrasing, all right.
Okay. So we're going to put down I'm gonna get rid of. Can I have 2 guns at one time?
You can, as long as they're one-handed, so...
So yeah, these are each one-handed. I'm gonna put down another automatic,
Cool.
which costs 4, but then gives me 4 bullets.
Sure does. Here you go.
Thank you.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Thank you. Pew, pew, pew. So now I'm going to engage that dude. So that's my second act.
That dude
I'm
being-
engaging the whippoorwill.
that bird.
And then my third action will be fighting him.
Okay.
So it's...
Are you feeling punchy or shooty?
I'm just going to punch because I have... This is 1 fight plus 1 fight normal?
Well,
or
no,
that's when I
not-
spend a bullet? Okay. So it's 4 against
2.
2.
Yeah. Just gonna
yeah.
punch a bird. Okay.
I'm just going to punch bird.
This bird violence is very.
Hey, they're not friendly birds.
Nice
Uh-oh.
3.
Ooh.
So that's it.
You failed. Okay, that was your last action.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that leaves Scott.
I will engage the whippoorwill.
Okay.
Can I boost it at all? Let's see.
I mean, you've got 2 pistols.
Oh yeah, right. I have a pistol. I will spend an ammo. So that gives me +2, so I have 5. And
Yeah.
It deals an extra damage. Not that needs to be done against this bird. That was 4.
Someone's always got to be the person with the horrible luck. Today, it's you.
Yeah, I'm doing it again.
All right.
This bird.
You gonna fire another ammo?
I will fire another. I'm wildly shooting at this bird.
In the middle of a university.
All right, this one feels good.
It was good. Elder Sign. What does your Elder Sign effect do? It's printed there on your character.
+1 for each resource you have. All the resources. This bird is so dead.
So dead.
I think you just won that test 15 to 2. All right.
I hope that comes up again in a future war. Yeah.
That was 1, 2, 3. Okay, you're good. Very nice. All right, the enemy phase. Nothing acts. The thrall is just hanging out in the humanities building. She's just studying something. In the upkeep, so draw 1 card, gain your 1 resource, and then remember that our hand size is reduced by 3, so you have to discard down to 5 cards. Which is exactly what I have. So
I have 4, so doing well there.
4, 5, 6.
Get
So I
rid
have
of
to
1.
get rid of 1.
Mhm.
Survival knife. Bye.
Okay. Top of a new round. Doom number 1 on Dead of Night.
And I draw this.
Mm-hmm.
Arcane barrier.
Oh, in the quad again with
In
one
the
there?
quad. I haven't moved once since I've started this game. Just fun fact.
Is that right?
Yeah, no, I haven't moved
You've
once.
just been in the quad just slaying stuff?
Just everything comes to me and I'm like, ha! Alright, well the arcane barriers.
Okay.
Slide it in there.
Thank God you have the most will. Alright, I say Ancient Evils. Damn it.
Ooh,
Place 1 Doom on the tracker.
okay. Light of a Forgamon. It's yet another copy that must be attached to the current agenda or the current act. There's already 1 on the current agenda. Actually, I can double them up, so I might as well, right?
Yep.
There's nothing stopping me, so there are 2 of them. Okay, all in all, fairly painless. I'm sorry to hear that you are trapped in, in another barrier.
So
But can I go first and try to parlay the jazz and see what happens?
Yeah.
yes,
Okay.
please do.
I'm parlaying 5 versus 3. I'm going to throw my Eureka skill card into that just to up my odds. So 6 versus 3. +1. Nailed it. Eureka says that if this test is successful, the investigator performing the test gets to draw a card of their choice from among the top 3 cards. My weakness was my next card. Luckily, I'm drawing one of these other cards.
Yay!
And shuffling the rest in.
Awesome.
So, impeccable timing on that Eureka.
So you did parlay with Mr.
I did, so I've gained control of him, which advances the act.
Alright, so pass that to you.
Sure.
Okay, here you go.
The experiment is loose!
Oh no.
You convince Jazz, that's... I always say his name with that tone because it's in quotes. He's not Jazz Mulligan, he's Jazz Mulligan. I like to think he calls himself that and everyone else thinks he's ridiculous. You convince Jazz that something strange is going on and that Professor Rice may be in danger. He doesn't trust you enough to hand you his keys, but agrees to come with you. All of a sudden, you hear a crash coming from the science building, and a student rushes towards you. Help, he cries. There's some kind of animal loose in the chem labs. I only barely caught a glimpse of it, but... He shudders. I think it's heading to the dorms. You've got to do something. If the alchemy lab's location is not in play, put it into play. We had already added that. Oh, I'm right near it. That'll be fun. If you're at Agenda 1 or 2, spawn the set aside the experiment in the alchemy labs. We are on Agenda 2. So, meet the experiment. Something went terribly wrong. It is massive. It gets plus 3 health per player in addition to its 7, so 16 health.
Okay.
Alright.
Forced, when the enemy phase begins, ready the experiment, and an objective. If the experiment is defeated, advance to Act 3B.
Alright.
So that is in the alchemy labs. If you've completed the House Always Wins, we haven't. If extracurricular activity is the first scenario of the campaign, remove the set-aside alchemical concoction from the game. So we're not going to be making any potions to help us. That would be if we had gone to the Clover Club first.
Womp, womp, womp.
Would one of you take a look at the act we're now on?
This one? Sure, I can. Or you can?
No, go ahead.
Okay. Alright, Act 3A, Campus Safety. You have only moments to react. You could warn the students in the dormitories and escort them to safety, or continue your task of searching the faculty offices for Professor Rice, or you could perhaps try to slay the beast that threatens the campus. Objective, find and complete an objective on another encounter card.
Okay.
What does that mean?
Well, like so we saw there's an objective on the experiment. That's one of them. It
Okay.
means, basically, our objective is to complete an objective somewhere else.
Okay. Got it.
And it laid it out pretty clear in the story text there. There are 3 ways that we can go from here. We can try to fight the boss. We can keep doing what we can ignore the chaos and keep looking for the professor. Or we can go warn the students that the experiment is on the loose.
What if we
Which
tried
is
all
going
three?
to the... Yeah. You can go to the dormitory with him. I can go fight, and you can keep looking for the professor. Like, do that.
I feel pretty bad about one person's odds of fighting this thing alone.
Okay. Well, you could go to the dormitory, and the 2 of us could go fight.
I mean, I do definitely want to get the hell out of there. It doesn't move.
It doesn't move. Okay.
We might discover some ways that it can move eventually, but we don't know of any.
Okay.
But I still feel like putting some distance between me and it is my short-term goal. We were in the middle of my turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to get the hell away from the experiment. I mentioned there's not a point of damage anywhere in my deck.
Yep.
I'm not going to be helping fight it.
Yeah.
But we're stuck anyway, so do...
Okay,
so you actually have to come to us.
I'll try to break the barrier, yeah. I'm going to move into the quad. The arcane barrier makes me test 4 willpower. I am at 4. And I've got some cards I'm probably not going to need for any other reason. I'm going to add 3 icons. So I'm up by 3 here.
Okay.
An Elder Sign, which says, +1 after this test ends, you may move to a connecting location. I get a free move.
Great.
So the...
So you broke
so I lost
this.
my train of thought. Yeah.
You broke
Thank you.
this. And then you get to free move.
Yeah, so, I mean...
With him, you can unlock the door in the dormitory.
Yes.
Or the faculty offices.
Or the faculty offices. So it's there's a decision point here.
Yeah.
As far as we know, we have no more need for clues. Nothing is asking us to get clues. So I'm not going to head north. Should I head to the students or head looking for the professor?
So this choice is going to affect everything we do
Yeah.
in later scenarios.
This is very likely to have ripple effects.
So we've
for a
either
long time,
left
yeah.
the monster loose, but we can't fight it really. I mean, we could.
We can.
The 2 of you could gang up and take a stab at it, sure.
So we could try to fight the monster, which would maybe be devastating. But having the professor would probably be good. But I feel like saving the kids would also be good.
If we're fighting the monster, then the kids are saved. Because we killed the monster.
That does stand to reason, yeah. For now, though, I'm just like, I have to move. Middle of my turn. Should and I'd like your opinion because you don't know what will happen. Should I move towards the students or should I move towards the professor?
I bet you the professor's dead, though.
He's dead.
I don't know. I feel students. What do you feel? And then you can be the tiebreaker.
All right.
I mean, last.
Wait, hold on. By the way, I said go towards the basement, and you said don't go to the basement. So like, I'm like 0.5 vote. You can have like 1.5 vote on this one.
But you know where the basement is? That's the alchemy labs. The experiment is down there.
I always knew.
I'm not going in there.
I've wanted to go to the dormitory since it was a locked door, and I was like, oh, there's a locked door. So that's about the extent of my preference.
Okay.
I do believe that if you and I are going to go engage the monster, then the students will be fine.
Okay.
But,
All right, I'm going to head towards the student union then. I heard 2 votes for warn the students. Sorry, let me recap. Where am I here?
that's the third.
No, you get a free move.
Yeah.
I parlayed Jazz, I moved, and then I moved for free. We were just finishing that test, so I passed that test so I can get a card for my Tooth of Edsley.
And then you get one more act. One more.
Yeah, should I barge into the dormitories or play the sweet card I just drew? Yeah, sure, let's see what's in the dormitories. As you explore these old, well-kept buildings, you find yourself wondering whether the beds are comfortable. And it trails off, ... as if that's ominous.
Alright.
Huh. And it says objective, if investigators in the dormitory spend 9 clues as a group. Resolution 2. So that's one of the objectives that could also satisfy the act.
So we still need clues.
We do still need clues, actually. There are exactly as many clues here as you need to spend to complete it. So I think picking up clues here represents you running through the hallways and warning the students.
Well, do you want to use your free investigation to start clue gathering?
Oh, thank you. I almost forgot about that. Not like I have a history of forgetting my character's abilities on this show. Yeah, there seems like no downside to that. Okay, so yeah, 6 versus 1. Auto fail.
Alright. Well, at least it was a free auto fail.
Yeah.
Well, that begs the question, is the professor cheaper?
Sure, yeah.
Or is it better for us to just go down
You can't
there?
go to the professor because the
door's
door's locked. Only Brandon can go. I would say go collect clues. Like the monster's not going to come after us, is it?
We don't know how or when the monster moves yet.
Okay.
I'm gonna spoiler. It's not gonna be in the alchemy labs forever.
Then maybe you and I should go fight it in this round.
Actually, you can't get in there. I haven't unlocked it.
Well, if we can't get in there, then I'm going to go first and help you investigate. So that's...
Okay.
I have 1 turn to investigate. I have 3 versus 1.
I have to flip myself.
I'm not confident about this, but...
Skull, -1. If you fail, discard the top of the cards of your deck.
But
I
you
think
don't
you
fail.
passed.
I do not fail.
Alright.
Yay!
One clue.
I'm going to play my 32 Colt. It costs 3, and I get 6 ammo.
Oh man, we're running out of these tokens.
Okay.
2 more actions.
I'm going
You could finally move.
to play my... Nope. I'm going to play my emergency cash
Nice.
and get 3 resources.
Here you go.
And then I'm going to spend them immediately for my beat cop.
He's back.
Alright, welcome
I am
back.
prepared to fight.
You are. Damn.
I am ready for this.
A gun in each hand, 10 bullets total, and a beat cop backing you up. Yeah, bring on that experiment.
Bring it on, experiment. That is exactly what I was aiming to do.
Love it. All right.
Get ready.
Enemy phase. No enemies act. So upkeep. Go ahead and draw. Oh. There it is again. I'm haunted. It gives -1 to each of my skills until I spend 2 actions to discard it.
Okay.
Make sure to check your hand size. Remember, we still have a limit of 5.
3.
Okay, great. Top of a new round is going to advance the Dead of Night agenda. Who wants to do the honors?
I'll do the honors. A cry of fear echoes through the campus, and several students flee from the eastern side of the university where the science building can be found. Could this commotion be linked to Professor Rice's disappearance? If the dormitory's location is not in play, put it in play.
It is, we're there.
If the experiment is in play, move it 1 location towards the dormitories. Dun dun dun.
Ooh.
Here?
Yes, so it'll move to the science building.
There we go.
So, That's ominous. Moving towards the dormitories. It's coming for the students.
He has to pass by me, and I'm ready for it.
Oh yeah. All right.
So now we are on to agenda 3A. Oh, and these go away.
Yes.
Yay!
Goodbye, line of a four.
Which
going
is
on.
fantastic.
Agenda 3A for you.
All right.
The front of it.
The front. Sorry. The beast unleashed. Some kind of wild creature is on the loose. Whatever it is, it appears to be headed towards the university dormitories. Forced. When this agenda would advance by reaching its doom threshold, instead remove all doom in play and move the experiment one location towards the dormitories. Objective: if the experiment enters the dormitories, advance. So
That's advance the agenda, which is generally bad.
yeah, it's 2. So in essence, we have 6 before it gets to the dormitories.
Yes. So every 2 rounds now, or sooner if that Ancient Evils card
Yep.
speeds it up, it's going to take one big step towards the dormitories.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got 3 moves.
What if she's engaged with it? Would it still move?
It would.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does it bring me with it?
No, it wouldn't.
Okay.
It doesn't bite me and drag me along.
It does feel like it would.
Right?
It looks like the type.
I feel like it would.
So I feel like you should move and maybe try and help us investigate it. Skosh.
But we have to do these first.
We do. Why don't you start us off?
Offer of power. Peril. Revelation. You must either choose to draw 2 cards and place 2 doom on the current agenda, or take 2 horror.
Can we make you take 2 horror?
We don't have a say here. It's peril.
I know.
She goes for the 2 doom.
Oh!
It moves the experiment. I think that also said you draw 2 cards if you do that.
It did?
Yeah, that's part of accepting the promise of power.
I'm sorry, guys.
You forgot. I can heal your horror, by the way.
But you already used. Oh.
I have more than one.
Can we redo that?
No, that's how peril works.
I forgot that you could use it more than once. Shit.
I have 3 more uses of it. Come on, man.
Is it another barrier?
No, it's Visions of Futures Past again. Test 5 will. I don't think I'll need these cards. That's fine. Let's just test the will.
Alright.
What do I have in my hand? Hold on.
I'm so mad I forgot. Like, I genuinely was like, I don't think he can heal me again. He doesn't have that card again.
Oh, yeah, it has 4 uses.
Ugh.
Okay,
So mad.
let's take the hit.
It's all good.
We're taking the hit. Come on, plus. Plus!
Yeah!
Plus 1? Did you,
4. So
okay, so you
I
failed by
only-
1.
I only failed by 1.
Alright, yeah.
Ooh, sneak attack. That's a good one.
It's
an okay
fine.
one. Alright.
Okay. Ancient Evils. Place 1 doom on the current agenda. That means the experiment's going to move again next round. So, we just burned... You had mentioned we had 6 rounds until it made it to the dormitories. We just cut that in half.
I realized, because I messed up and I forgot that it wasn't a one-time use card. I'm sorry.
It's all good. It's all good.
Well,
so...
We only need 8 clues, though, because I have a clue.
Right. We just have to finish
Each.
off the dormitories.
Yeah, each get 3 6.
Okay, so yeah, I think... In my mind, that rules out fighting the experiment as a good option because we're running out of time and it's going to keep moving, making that difficult. So, yeah, we're just going through these clues.
I think you have the better shot first, so I'll let you go first.
Sure. I do have Haunted giving -1 to each of my skills, but... Oh, I was up by 5, so now I'm only up by 4. Oh, darn. Honest investigation. A cultist... I think I'm up to the threshold where it's a -3, but I still pass. I'll take a clue, and I get a resource from Milan Christopher. I think I might have more resources right now than I've ever had in my life from Milan Christopher
so
the
many.
whole game. I'm counting 18 here.
Wow.
Alright, let's do this again.
Wow.
-1, another clue, another resource.
Okay, we're up to 3 right now.
And one more time. -4, still, I just pass. Okay, that was simple. 3 actions, 3 clues, I'm done.
So we're up to 4. Can I do anything to help myself? I mean, my will's okay. It's 3.
Help?
And it's 1.
Yeah, so I'll throw an icon in, so you're at +3.
Okay. 0.
Great.
I get a clue. I will burn this card in my discard pile. So I'm at +3 again.
Okay.
Put this back in.
Yeah, you want the 0 in there.
Give it a little shake. Let's do this one. Auto success.
That would be a. It's not auto success, but it is +12 from your elder sign ability.
I wish we had that for fighting the bad guy.
Seriously.
Okay. And one more.
And excuse me, the experiment is not necessarily bad.
Fair.
It's just misunderstood.
He'll kill us regardless of whether he's good or bad.
Yes, I'm just standing up for the experiment a little bit. It's not bad.
Fair.
And then my last turn. Oh wait, I haven't flipped it yet, so I'm gonna burn one more lore.
Now's the time.
Okay, flashlight for 1, so +3 still.
Okay.
What was it?
An elder sign again.
Elder sign. So I have one more clue. So we're at 7.
Yeah. Okay. Next round, we can finish warning the students.
I mean, I still have to go.
Yeah. So you do have the minor detail of the experiment is at your location and it's massive, so it's considered engaged with you.
But I have a thing that lets me disengage and leap to a place that doesn't have anything, which is you guys.
That sounds like a super good thing to play right now.
So this is awesome. I might be engaged with him, but I have elusive, which is a fast card. I play only during my turn. I disengage, and from each enemy engaged with me, and I move to a real location with no enemies. So I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna come visit you guys
Hey.
down here.
Fancy meeting you in the dorms.
That's a fast, so it doesn't count for an action.
You've got 3 actions
I
left.
have 3 actions, and I'm gonna try and help with that thing.
Warning the students?
Warning the students. Well, I'm gonna try to research with you guys. I don't have anything to boost my.
I can help.
And I can help.
Okay, I'll give you an icon.
I
So-
will give you an icon as well. So we at least need 1, right?
So I
We
have
need 2.
4 versus what is it?
1.
1.
So +3. It's good.
Okay. Negative 3.
Perfect.
Three, so I get it. Clue.
Yeah. Here's 1.
And then I do it again.
Yeah, and I've got on my signature asset 2 more icons for you. So you're back up to 3.
Back up to 3.
I can't help, but if you're back up to 3, you should be okay.
Skull is -1.
So we're good.
Take it. Okay, so is it an action?
Let me see, is that actually- oh,
It's not an action, but so if the investigator's at the dormitories and we're all there, spend 9 clues, we advance to the resolution.
Can we spend 9? Is it?
We can do that right now,
All right.
shall we?
Let's
Okay.
do it.
4.
5, 6.
9.
You pull each of the dormitory's fire alarms and usher the students out of the building's north exit, hoping to make your way off campus. Many of the students are confused and exhausted, but you believe an attempt to explain the situation will do more harm than good. Minutes later, a terrible screech echoes across the campus, piercing and shrill. You tell the students to wait and head back to the dormitories to investigate. Oddly, you find no trace of the strange creature. A prospect that worries you more than it relieves you. You hurry to the faculty offices to find Professor Rice, but there's no sign of him anywhere. Okay, nice job. Game's over. Here's what happens. In your campaign log, record that Professor Warren Rice was kidnapped.
Oh.
So, yeah, that's a minor downside. But in your campaign log, record that the students were rescued.
Yay!
Nice job. Each investigator earns experience equal to the victory value of each card in the victory display. I say we as if I contributed at all.
Mostly her, to be honest.
It's pretty much Zoe slayed 3 major enemies for a total of 3 victory points. And there's 1 on the dormitories.
Yes.
4 total. Nice, okay. 4 experience. And if this is the first scenario of this campaign, proceed to scenario 1B, the house always wins.
Okay.
That will be next time.
Okay.
I'd say that this went probably better than any of our plays on our last campaign did. So, I mean, other than the whole professor was kidnapped and the experiment is still on the loose thing.
Which we couldn't avoid.
Yeah, unavoidable, right? Nothing we could have done.
Unavoidable.
So we're going to spend our experience and we'll talk a little bit next time about what we did and we'll update our decks online and we'll head to the Clover Club.
Great.
Thank you guys. Oh, sorry.
I was going to say, I could use a drink.
I could too. So thank you guys for the game.
Awesome.
Happy holidays to you and to everyone at home. And until next time, be optimal.